Hey there, Mike Dance at Brookside in Austin, Texas. We'll help you find the best path to the cloud for voice, chat, video, contact centers, and internet connectivity. So why Brookside? When it comes to internet solutions and things of that nature, basically Brookside helps you find the best solution combined with the best customer service for each client. We have decades of experience with phone systems and call centers and video conferencing and all the circuits and connectivity required to make them work. We're a channel partner, so we get the best pricing and order from all the major carriers and provide cloud providers. And in most cases, we can reduce complexity and cut the monthly cost per user in half. Everything is covered from solution design to demos to contracts and implementation. So we work with all the major providers as it relates to, voice and video from Mitel and integration into Teams and Zoom and, how these things play and work well together and how they work with Salesforce is what we specialize in helping people do, as well as in the contact center space. Making sure they get screen pops and integration into all their current business applications is very important. We also get aggregated, like I said, wholesale pricing on fiber, PRIs, SD-WAN, from all the top providers. And so these are just a few of the ones that we work with. As you can see, they're all the major ones are there. So we get pricing from multiple ones and provide that information to you and so that you can make a decision. So we truly provide the best path to the cloud for talk, chat, video, and connectivity. So Brookside's customers, we have a lot of customers. We've been in business since 2002 in Austin, Texas, from Four Hands and Lee Tilford, some of the older, Texas trucking, been around customers for a long time. Hayes County for 12 years, St. Michael's, we got a couple of fire departments and golf courses. And so, I mean, we're really a growing company here in Austin, Texas, and very good at finding the right solution. Here are some of our most recent projects, which were Premier Research Labs, which has a big call center up in Round Rock, where, they wanted screen pops, the ability to do omni-channel and get all the, mix all their stuff together in the contact center from adding email and chat through their website and everything into a solution that's really helped them service their customers better. RFX is one of many logistics companies that are in Austin, Texas that handle logistics all over the country, and their business has blown up based on current market conditions. And then, of course, there's a new Great Oaks Country Club, new $12 million clubhouse over there, where we put Spectrum in for fiber and Mitel in for phones. So we work a lot with all the vendors, but you see us working with just different ones based on whichever makes the most sense. So why would you move your users to the cloud for communications? Well, it pays for itself through savings, and there's a low upfront cost. So that's kind of a dual threat there. Reduces IT responsibility for phone equipment, circuits, and then of course the bills go away. Your individuals get to work directly with the cloud provider for everything, training and support. It's all covered in a monthly cost. That you can add things like omni-channel, which gives you, like I said, email, web chats, SMS, and social media integration to your contact center. You get robust analytics on every customer and every interaction. Everything going on. And then there's native integration to business software like, Microsoft Teams and Salesforce, like we talked about. And then the goal is to help get you to where you can work from anywhere on any device and have secure and reliable voice and video. So how well does your voice chat and video stuff work today? I mean, that's one of the big questions because not all these video apps are the same from a security and reliability standpoint. Video definitely uses a lot of bandwidth. So you got to make sure you either need more bandwidth if you're using Zoom and you're using Teams, or, if you want to look at something different and not have to log into 4 or 5 things like most companies do, we help you kind of narrow it down to one, in most cases, maybe 2, depending on what your needs are. But what we can usually provide is something more secure, more reliable, with less points of failure. But we also work very closely with Zoom and Teams to make sure that we integrate existing solutions as well as Google. So at the end of the day, video and voice, the collaboration apps are real time and they just don't handle legacy well. So you have to be careful because who's going to take responsibility? If it's your internet provider, if it's your data network, I mean, these are individuals, different people. And then, of course, there's your provider who's never local, except Mitel. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because Brookside's going to take responsibility when there are issues. And that's what we do. We take care of everything. And we also help you set up anything you need connectivity-wise, from fiber and coax to SD-WAN, to just depending on what you need. Analog circuits for your elevators, I got that covered. So the benefits of moving to fiber are, the fact that it's getting cheaper every day. I mean, last week I did one that was 20 meg by 20 meg for $349. I mean, there's never been a better time than now to move from coax to fiber and look at a cloud-based solution. So it's dedicated, it's got business grade, service level agreements, and there's zero latency. And so you can always upgrade it with just a phone call to the next level. So we take a look at the different providers as well as aggregators and say, okay, what's the best deal for this address? And then we come back with a report like this that shows you that. Or we may say, we just, in that neighborhood, it's really going to be AT&T and Spectrum. Who's better for fiber and how much is it and all those things. So everything does roll back to your do you know your current monthly cost per user? Because that's the big thing. Now, I mean, you take the monthly spend for all your business communications and divide it by the number of users to get your cost per user. So when you're looking at having an on-site solution, you've got a phone system, you've got, that sometimes it has maintenance and software assurance. And then if you've got a contact center and there's all these things, and there's servers and, all kinds of IT responsibility on that side. And there's maintenance agreements for that. And then there's telecom where you got lines and all those things. And then usually a third-party audio and web conferencing like WebEx or GoToMeeting, and then video and Teams. Everybody's got something different, but they're all kind of moving in one direction, which is the cloud. So that you've got, a user seat license that gives you all the features for $15, starting at, and then you can either lease or rent phones if you want them, or actually just use the app. In many cases, people have kind of decided they like that better on any device. What are the costs per minute? So there's this big swing between some of these because some of them charge a lot, some charge nothing. I mean, so that's why you need Brookside to figure out how do we get the best solution. So, I mean, like I said, current monthly cost per user. So all the phone bills, internet access, legacy phone system cost. If you're on a cloud provider today, I mean, the price has dropped 50% in the last few months. With this crisis in the business world. But anyway, IT resources are, what are you spending on that? And what are you spending on security on what you have today that you wouldn't have to if you moved to the cloud? And then what are you spending on WebEx and Zoom and all these things? And, I'm not saying that you swap them all out, but I'm just saying, there's a cost associated with all this, including web chat, which is one, if you're wanting people to communicate with your salespeople or your customer service through your website, you're paying per click on that in many cases to a third party. So this is all stuff you bring in-house and combined with the analytics and everything. And you just take your monthly cost and divide by the number of users. And now we have your monthly cost per user. And our goal is to cut that basically in half. So at the end of the day, I also have put together a really nice website that gives you a lot of useful information that you can use to be able to figure out what's the best solution for your business. So as you move through the website, you can see, basically that, we have a few things up front, the Magic Quadrant. This is the newest Magic Quadrants from Gartner for Contact Center for Unified Communication. They just came out. You can see who all is on those and click on either one of these and it'll take you to it. Or I actually have a whole section here on Gartner Magic Quadrants that shows you, everything you need to know for the good, the bad, and the ugly on, unified communication, which are cloud-based phone systems, contact center, video solutions, and SD-WAN. Then you got over here. That gives you information. Each one of these are links to a full-fledged report or white paper. And then you've got voice here, and you see all the different cloud providers that we provide, that we work with. Here again, business software integration. And there's just links to 8x8 and Mitel and Zoom, just to see some of them. I mean, then on the video side, a whole different tab there with, the ability to look at what all is available from a video standpoint. The contact center, Microsoft Teams, there's video. You can see these are good links, if you're wanting to learn, of course, and then there's a Gartner there too. So you can see that there's the latest quadrant is a Magic Quadrants on each one of these. You move to contact center, you've really got kind of the same thing. Once again, from 8x8 and nice to 5 nines. All these are ones that we can get pricing them on a demo. We do like certain ones. TalkDesk is a really good one in contact and 8x8, but that would mean that's we can get you pricing and demos on any of them. The Microsoft Teams tab is really cool because there's multiple ways to handle this, from 8x8 having an integration in there to make it look like they're the phone company in the background behind Teams. These are all links, like I said, usually to videos or pages that have more information. There's Mitel, and of course, here's how you integrate Teams to InContact, TalkDesk, and Zoom. So, I mean, these are all really useful links, I think. There's a Magic Quadrants, then, of course, government, education, and nonprofit. We also work with the DIR and basically a couple of other of these purchasing co-ops. So if they actually work with nonprofits as well as state and local government. And on the connectivity side, here are all the different carriers that we work with. There's actually more than this, but that's as many I can put on one page, I felt like. And, effectively, we take care of everything from ordering to, implementation and keeping things going in the right direction. So there you have it. I'm Mike Dance, Austin, Texas, Brookside, and I'd really like to work with you and your company to see if we can reduce complexity and cut your cost per user in half. Brookside, cloud and connectivity solutions. Once again, www.brooksideus.com.